Well, good morning. We are in Warsaw, Poland, and man, what a change to go from Southeast Asia and to go from Hawaii, and I visited some family in Texas, and now I am traveling through East Europe, someplace I've never been before, but I've always wanted to go. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a change. It's cold, whew, but it feels great. I'm also going to take you throughout Warsaw to kind of just check out this very interesting city. It's a place I've wanted to travel to for years. We're going to get a chance to talk about coming to East Europe, what you can expect as far as what you need for passports and visas, and some new changes coming as well. We're also going to show a couple places to get a bite to eat, a good little coffee shop, and enjoy ourselves here in beautiful Eastern Europe. It's an area of the world I've always wanted to travel to, and I'm finally getting a chance. Whew, it's brisk. You know me, I'm Mr. Southeast Asia. Now here I am just traveling this beautiful area. My gosh, I feel blessed and I'm really enjoying myself, and the people have been friendly and wonderful. We've got a lot to see here in Warsaw, Poland. Let's get started. On the way to East Europe, I stopped off in Dallas-Fort Worth Airport to see my family I have there in the Dallas area. My brother and my dad both live in this area, so that was nice. Kind of stopped off for about a week, said hello to everyone, then onto the plane I went. Man, I tell you what, Dallas-Fort Worth is a massive airport. They have this monorail system. They've got its own bus system. Incredible. But everything went very smooth. I have to really give it to Dallas-Fort Worth. I've been through many times. They do a great job here. And landing in Frankfurt, Germany was my next stop on Lufthansa. What a great trip. So here in Frankfurt now, we are checked, our passports are checked, but we have not done the full biometrics yet. I will let you know what happens when we get to Warsaw. At some point, we should be doing a full biometric check, and that's called the new EES system that they just started. So I'll keep you updated on that. But for right now, I don't think they've checked that. It's just been a stamp into Frankfurt, and we'll relax and get a cup of coffee here and continue on. Of course, if I'm passing through Germany, I'm going to get myself a nice, big, soft pretzel. Absolutely. And a nice hot cup of coffee as well. Just kind of stop off in one of these little cafes in the airport. The airport here in Frankfurt is very nice, by the way. Lots of great restaurants and really some of the best coffee you're going to find. Nice lounge areas to relax, and as you can see, I'm still traveling with one backpack. Yep, even going through East Europe, even going through an area that has cold weather, I am doing one backpack travel. This whole little snack right here, not expensive at all, just a little in-airport snack. This was actually a good time for me to get my walk in as well, because this airport is huge and I did have a couple of hours before the flight. So I just simply grabbed my backpack and went for a nice long walk all through the airport and back. I do that quite often with a long layover. As long as I'm not beat or jet lagged, I'll actually make my daily walk right there in the airport during my layover. And this airport was wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get my bearings here. For those of you who have traveled through Eastern Europe recently, this is gonna seem perfectly normal to you, but to me, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I got my passport stamped in Frankfurt, and then I got on a plane to come here to Poland, and there was no immigration. So I guess I'm just checked into the EU in general. I am now walking out of the airport here in Warsaw, and there's no outgoing immigration. I'm literally, the door to get out is right there. So that's it.
So I guess I'm just checked into the EU. Now, that's fine and that's great because I intend to hit a lot of countries this year here in Eastern Europe. But here's the thing, how long can I stay? You know, usually when you go through immigration, they tell you, look, you know, here's a stamp or something, and you have this many days to stay in country. So I've got some research to do, and I'm gonna keep you updated on what it is, but I'm tripping out. I basically got checked into the EU, I guess you'd say, in Frankfurt, and now we're in Poland.
Uber is very easy to use all over Europe. It's a huge operation.
Using the Uber system here is very easy. All you have to do is just like normal, put in the hotel you're going to at the airport. You then just click confirm and pay, and you will get a PIN number. Then you just wait in line. You get inside of the Uber and they take you to where you're going. So very simple to use.
From the airport to my hotel, very inexpensive. It cost me about $10. Here in Poland, it's about 4 of the local currency to $1 US. So just take everything and divide it by 4. Very affordable. And here I am at the Poleski Apartments. This is a good location. I have to recommend it. First of all, you're not that far from the sights to see in Warsaw, and you're also only a $10 ride to and from the airport. Together, that's pretty good. Now, to give you a price on this, my flight from Dallas-Fort Worth here, plus 5 initial days in Warsaw here at these apartments, came up to $900. So you kind of have to break that down to see what the costs are going to be. But I thought that was pretty affordable. 5 days here, plus the flight from Dallas-Fort Worth to all the way through to Poland for $900. That's pretty affordable. So good location and a good price. I got settled in, kind of took off the backpack and relaxed. There's essentially everything here. You've got a kitchenette. Really, it was like a full kitchen, to be honest. Very strong Wi-Fi, perfect. A cold day, but absolutely wonderful to get myself out to Warsaw. Walking Old Town Warsaw, Poland. Boy, so much history here. Just fantastic. And you can just relax and enjoy your whole day. You've got coffee shops and restaurants. People are very friendly. This time of year, because it's the colder time of year, there is not as many tourists. But from what I was told at the hotel, during the summer months, it's busy. So this might be actually the best time to go. Everything is very affordable as well. Like I said, it's 4 to 1 here. So everything you look at price-wise, divide it by 4.
In 2025, there are going to be 2 main systems that are planned for East Europe and for the European Union in general to get in and do travel. The first, I believed, was going to be in place right now, and that is the EES system. We talked about that before. Look how beautiful these railings are. Look at this. Oh man, I love that. The EES system was supposed to be in place, and you know what I think? I have a feeling because I have a US passport, they already have all my biometrics, and that's why they didn't have to take any. I was so smooth getting it to Frankfurt, Germany, and then coming here to Poland without any problem at all. I think that's the reason why. But I do believe that biometric system is still going to be in place, so that's called the EES system. The second system is coming later on this year in 2025. And I'm going to put down right here on the bottom of the screen what that system is called, because it's kind of a long name and a long acronym. That is going to be the new travel system, the visa system for coming here to Europe. And you will be able to travel smoothly. They just want to get more information. That new system is going to be starting about halfway through 2025. So just be ready for that. From what I've seen online, they're looking at a $7 payment online, and then you're good, and it lasts for like 2 years. No problem at all. I wouldn't worry about it. But right now is still a great time to come. Right now, coming to the European area, you are looking at 90 days without any worries at all. You don't even need to show your passport as you're hopping from one country to the next. because you've basically been checked in to the European Union. So again, we have these new systems that are going to be coming down the pipe. However, they don't seem to be that complicated at all, and they're not expensive. And right now, the beginning of 2025, they're not even in place yet. I just say, let's go. Let's enjoy Europe.
And I'm ready to get myself some caffeine here at Cafe Nero. What a perfect place to walk into. They've got all these fresh baked goods as well. No mind at all. Give me a nice fresh baked muffin anytime. So that's what I got. Got myself a cappuccino and a blueberry muffin. I just love these little places. What a fantastic spot too. Very friendly folks here, and everybody that I've run into, especially in this area in Old Town, speaks enough English to get by just fine. So these shops, kind of what I noticed when I was traveling through Latin America as well, they are playing loud music. So unfortunately, I'll just kind of put my own music over this. Otherwise, YouTube's going to get us in trouble. Look at this beautiful view. The architecture here in the Old Town Warsaw is just amazing. And it's so nice to just walk through it. Take all your video. There's large groups coming through. I've seen families, lots of families bringing children. So there's really no reason not to head through Eastern Europe and make it part of your year. This was a low-cost flight over here. The hotels are low cost. All the food, everything that I've run into, I just divide everything by 4. This is actually a fantastic trip. Oh man, look at this blueberry muffin. Yes, please. I've always wanted to travel through East Europe, and I just didn't know exactly when I was going to be able to make it part of my life. But, you know, now retired early, I'm able to do some of these travels, and it's just worth it. Little pop-up dance group practicing here in the square. During the winter months, 25 to 35 is the range temperature you can look at. So I'm doing multiple layers. I will be doing a video showing all my gear traveling through East Europe, plus how I layered for the cold.
It's a new idea to go to an area like this and basically not have to worry about a passport after you are checked in to one country that's a member of a union. And I think we need more of this. I'd like to see this across Asia with the ASEAN. I think this is the exact same system that they should be using. And I think all of Latin America should be doing the same thing. And I even would go as far as to say I'd like to see this happening in North America. I think it's easier. I think the use of technology is going to make it easier to do this. And it's going to promote more travel and tourism and business overall. It works.
Time to get a bite to eat. Gospoda is a Polish restaurant here in the Old Town of Warsaw area. Man, just look at all the buildings here. I can look at them all day long. I love architecture. It's a big part of why I travel. This restaurant is not very big. The prices are fantastic. On the menu, this was a homemade red wine, and it was $2.50. All the meals came up to about $10. I mean, you can't really go wrong.
Look at that. That looks incredible. Thank you so much.
This meal here with these fantastic sausages over sauerkraut. Some of the best sauerkraut I've ever had is made with wild mushrooms, onions, some other seasonings. Fantastic. I love mustard on my sausages, and these were crisped up nice so that the casings were nice and crisp on it. With a glass of red wine, perfect. This is just what I wanted to try and enjoy as I'm traveling through Poland. I've always read about what's going on in Eastern Europe. I read in the news, and I'm constantly kept up with what's happening around the world. That's a big part of why I wanted to travel through Eastern Europe, is I wanted to see the history and the architecture and meet the people and try the foods and all of it, because it's been a big part of what I've seen in the news over the years as this has gone through so many changes. This is an area of tremendous history, tremendous pride. The people here are strong and resilient. Is it possible to travel through Eastern Europe with one backpack and low cost? Yes, it is.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. We got a chance today to take our first look at beautiful Warsaw, Poland. We're walking around and enjoying this city. We're also talking a little bit about what it's like to travel to East Europe. While I'm here traveling, I'm going to talk a little bit about how I packed and what I expected and what I found out while I was here to make your travels out to East Europe a little bit easier. If you are interested in learning more about this kind of lifestyle, traveling with one backpack around the world, and that's true for East Europe as well, I'm traveling with one backpack. Well, like and subscribe to the video and come along with. In the description, you're going to find links for the backpack that I am traveling with and for my new book that just came out, The Traveler and the Bard. Thank you for the time that you've spent with me, and we've got a lot more to see here. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
I was flanked here in Eastern Europe by the mad dog of Poland. Just look at him, a vicious beast, checking back on me. Oh, he's got no time for my Western man foolishness.
Okay, wait, hold on now. This is a little blurry or something. And you get a digit pin. Okay, let's try this again.